All right, so you ready to go live? All right, starting the stream. Got Lombard Nation in chat already. Okay, we're live. But whenever you're ready, just open the mic and start introducing. Whenever you're done with all your stuff. Welcome, race fans. We are back here with Nork tonight. I hope we're live. And we got Lombard Nation in chat. Hopefully everybody's out here ready for a good show. And we can't wait to get started here. So this is going to be... We got a black screen. Why do we have a black screen? You might have to stop the stream, close out OBS, and restart OBS. Just leave that on that screen, on that window. But you see iRacing going on it? Okay. We're live. All right, we're back, folks. Sorry, a little technical difficulty there, but we're trying to get Josh going here to cover for me because I'm still having internet problems. Day 80 of internet problems for me. So, but we're back, and real quick, we're going to run down through the top 10 in points coming into tonight. To get that out of the way real quick, John Barry took over the points lead last week, moving up 3 spots, just ahead of Jared Darling. Jared picked up 1 spot. He's 13 points behind John. Freddie Della Rosa dropped 2 positions last week, 15 points behind John Barry. Marcus Richardson dropped 2 positions as well. He's 27 points behind the leader. Sean Williams picking up 7 positions last week, goes into the 5th position, and he is 55 points behind. Anthony Emery also picked up 9 positions. One of the biggest points gainers out there last week. Goes into 6th place, 56 points behind John Barry. Trey Galgan, 7th place, 58 points back. 8th place, Femi Olat dropping 2 positions, 59 points back. Cody Miller, 9th. He is 62 points back, tied with 10th place Keaton Jones, which dropped 2 positions last week. He is 62 points behind. So from 1st to 10th, only 62 points separating those top 10. And we're only on race 7 of 23 this season. It's going to be a long season for these guys. 23 races. So, but welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. Hello to Lombard Nation. Good to have everybody in chat again. Sorry about the last few weeks. We've had a lot of technical difficulties there with my internet, and we've come up with Plan B here with Josh broadcasting, and it really has helped out a lot. So thank you so much, Josh, for stepping up there and helping out, man. We really appreciate that.
That's not a problem, Rudy. I do not mind doing it at all. I'm still learning this whole, broadcasting thing. So, I'll learn, as time goes on. So
trying to read what a commentator. What's that? Hey, Chemo. Good to see you, Chemo. Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2018. I just hope 2018's a whole lot better year than 2017's been. I can tell you that. Maybe that even number on the year might help us out a little bit, Josh. I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Well, we're about 4 minutes left in practice here before they go qualifying.
Shut up, Rusty.
So far, we have here in practice. Looks like Sean Williams is up at the top. Let me go over here to the board. Let's turn on the ticker real quick so I don't forget that, and then we'll turn on the driver's box so I don't forget that.
No, you don't need a driver's box on right now, but ticker, yes. Everybody wants to see where. Yeah, Cody's in there. Cody Miller's in the race tonight. Hunter Combs, John Barry, Sean Williams, Spencer Owens, Terrell Baker, James Coulibaly, Aaron Smith, Eric Hall, Joseph Lombard, Keaton Jones, Stephen Ray, Tommy Gossett, Will Klein. Got a lot of them. Anthony Emery, I believe, is in there. Alex Warren. So I know a lot of you guys rooting for Joseph Lombard. We'll see if he has a good week this week. Last week or a couple weeks ago. You guys have been off for a couple weeks, but a couple weeks ago wasn't too bad. He did all right. I think he finished 15th or something, which really wasn't that bad. I mean,
no, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, he finished 14th. Yeah, he finished 14th. So that's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't say where he started.
I'll be right back, Rudy.
Oh, yes, it does. I'm sorry. He started 11th and wound up 14th, so not too bad of a week last week for Joseph Lombard. But that does kind of put him back in the points. Let's see where he's at in the points. Joseph Lombard. Wow, how come I can't find him? Oh, he's 19th in points. He did pick up 3 positions last week, but he's 105 points behind the leader right now, John Barry. So, all right, about a minute and a half till qualifying starts, folks.
All right.
Make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video, and if it's your first time here, please do subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's just a mouse click, folks. It's just a mouse click.
Hope everybody
Give us a thumbs up. We got 40 people watching. We should have 40 likes on that video. Come on, folks. Don't be stingy with them thumbs up. Let's see if we can beat an old record, man. I think our record was like somewhere around, what was it, 70? I think we had like 75 likes on a video one day.
I think it was.
Scott and I, man, we were just pushing and pushing and pushing for people to hit that thumbs up. And they were doing it, man. They were giving us the thumbs up.
got 30 seconds left. Well, this track is fun, though. I love Kansas.
Checker flag. Checker flag.
That there's an echo.
An echo?
Ready, green, 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 green.
I don't have anything else going.
Don't worry about it. All right, here we go to qualifying.
I think we probably step away and play the national anthem real quick, Rudy.
Sure thing.
All righty, we'll be right back, folks.
we take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here. Qualifying is underway.
Yeah, somebody said something about my a laptop. I'm not on a laptop, believe me. They're saying I'm echoing on my laptop. I'm not on a laptop. Believe me. I don't know. I couldn't do this on a laptop.
No, I don't see anybody who could, to be honest with you.
I don't know. And there's some people that do, but not me. I can't do it on a laptop. I have a home-built desktop, and it's pretty powerful, so powerful enough for what I do, but if I could just ever get my internet figured out. So far, Femi Olat grabbing the pole with a 30.51, Ariotti second, Payne third, Darling fourth, and Charpentier coming in. That's your top five so far.
Seeing a lot of guys spin. Hopefully they can get that lined out for the race starts. Got a big field going on. 35 cars so far.
Yeah, I think they'll get that ironed out. It's just that they're out here right now trying to turn the fastest lap they can, and you know.
No, we just caught the edge of the number 14 of Elijah Drew Gracier. Guess that's how you pronounce his last name.
Gracia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Elijah Gracia.
Yep. Now he was doing some flipping there. A lot of these guys have put in a time. Well, Marcus Richardson comes from 30th to 7th in just one lap. Or 2 laps.
They said that they're saying that they don't hear no echo. It was just, I guess, one person they said that they heard echo, but must have been, maybe it was something on their end. I don't know. But all right, well, it looks like Femi's going to hold on to the pole. Good job. Nice lap. Okay, they run 2 segments here tonight. So on lap 30, there will be a mandatory caution that will come out, and that will be the first segment. Now, whoever's the winner of that first segment does get some extra
Second
points.
flag.
So, you know, we'll be watching to see who that is.
Caution somewhere.
Maybe
Caution.
we'll get a word in with them. I don't know. But, all right, that's going to wrap up qualifying. Moving on to the grid. Get this started here. All right, Femio Lat coming away with the pole with a 30.513. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Ariotti in second. Andrew Payne third. Jared Darling starting fourth. Kyle Charpentier fifth. Ethan Lane will start sixth place. Marcus Richardson seventh. Josh Robin eighth. Anthony Burrows ninth. Sean Williams, that rounds out the top 10. Josh?
Yes, Nick Alisi will start 11th. John Barry in 12th. Alex Warren in 13th. Cody Miller in 14th. Scott Sanderson in 15th. Eric Hall in 16th. Bobby Cheney in 17th. Jonathan Metz in 18th. Elijah Garcia in 19th. And Tyrell Baker in 20th.
Anthony Emery 21st. Spencer Owens 22nd. Trey Galgan 23rd. Josh Mayeu 24th. Colton Salick in 25th. Joseph Lombard starting 26th. Eaton Jones 27th. James Koulibaly 28th. Corey Ott 29th. And Tom Mercier 30th. Josh?
Yes, Aaron Smith will start 31st. Hunter Combs in 22nd. Zach Nichols in 33rd. Will Klein in 34th. Tommy Gossett in 35th. Stephen Ray in 36th. And that'll round out the field.
Yes, sir. 36 drivers. Holy smoke.
Wow. All right. Let's
Big field.
get down to different camera angle here.
Caution somewhere, caution. Caution somewhere, caution.
There we go.
Under overcast skies, too. I was looking at the weather. The weather right now, overcast skies, 81 degrees, and the track temperature, 82 degrees. They got a 4-mile-an-hour wind out of the northwest, and relative humidity, 50%. So could possibly rain anytime. They got no quick repairs here tonight. 17 incident limit. So once you get to 17, you're done.
Yep.
Pace car speed, 65 mile an hour. Pit road speed, 45 miles an hour. So that's going to be difficult for them guys to go from 65, well, doing like 180 down to 45 mile an hour. So let's keep an eye on pit road as they're getting ready to go here. Pace car's in.
Green, green, green. Ready, green, 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 green.
Green, green, green. Here we go. Wind them up, boys. 36 cars strong.
We'll watch them fan out here in the center field view, see exactly how that works out.
Already, Andrew Payne takes over second from Ariotti, and Kyle Charpentier coming up behind him. And Marcus Richardson making the move to the bottom. And he's going to 3 wide in the corner here on lap 1. Holy smokes, these guys have really put the hammer down already.
Yeah, buddy, they sure have. It didn't take these guys long to just say, let's get it on.
Yeah, 3 wide still. Marcus finally clearing Ariotti. Ari going back to 6th that quick. Ethan Allen on the high side. He's going to get around Marcus Richardson. Marcus goes into 5th. And Femio Lat leads the first lap of the race, collecting that valuable bonus point. That'll help him a little bit. He's back in 8th place in the points. He did lose 2 positions last week in the points, so that'll help him. And Andrew Payne is all over the back of Femio Lat. Man.
Yes, he is.
Big wiggle there by Femi. Nicolisi back in the 11th. Guys are starting to get a little single file now here. I don't see much passing going on. A little bit maybe back here. Bobby Cheney takes it down to the bottom. Going to pass up Terrell Baker, or battling side by side with Terrell, I should say. almost touching going into the corner. Terrell comes back on the outside. Spencer Owens up there with them. Then Joseph Lombard on the bottom right behind Bobby Cheney. And Bobby's got a little bit of right front damage already, so there must have been some contact there right at the start of the race. Wow, big wiggles coming out of the corner, and they're 3 wide right behind him. Trey Galgan, Anthony Emery, and Joseph Lombard. 3 wide. Man, these guys are battling hard back here.
Yes,
in the back.
they are.
This is where you always see the most exciting racing, Josh, back in the pack. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, you know, everybody's trying to fight for a really position right now, you know, and we haven't, the number 4 car's hard into the wall up there. Eric Hall. And he's going
backwards
yes, he
real quick.
is.
And man, they were 4 wide there for a second as they got around him. Eric goes back to 29th, 30th. Gathers it back up though, and kind of checks out the damage on it. But back up front, Andrew Payne still putting the pressure on Femi Olat, and Kyle Charpentier right behind him.
When Andrew Payne is not giving up on, boy, he took it to the back bumper of Femi Olat.
Yes, sir. Now he's down underneath them, and he's going to try to get the lead from Femi. If that car can hold it, Femi fights back on the outside, retakes the lead. And that just opened the door up for Kyle Charpentier to drive by on the outside. That bottom is just not working right now.
No, that bottom is not working right now. And, you know, that high side here at Kansas, from what I've raced on it, that's really where you want to be into the corners, is pretty much by the wall.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of guys riding up there. That's why it makes it so hard to pass. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, Charpentier into the wall. Andrew come right up in front of him. There was not enough room there to clear him, and they both got into the wall. Josh Robin gets by.
Marcus Richardson just went under the number 23 of Kyle Charpentier to take that spot.
Yeah, that couldn't have been good right there, man. I'll tell you what, Andrew Payne tried to slide it up in front of him. There was not enough room for him to get in there, but he tried, and Charpentier had just had a little bit too much momentum right there, and they both made contact and got into the wall.
We have a car off the track.
Caution somewhere, caution.
Ariotti spinning it around.
I think we go back and take a look and see what happened to Ari there. All right, coming through the corner, fine. He gets up by the number 23, and he got pinched to the wall, which sent Ari off the wall, careening into the inside. So he did. Looks like Ari did keep it off the inside wall, which is a good thing. All right, back up live. A lot of cars coming down pit road, Rudy.
Yes, sir. They all come into their pit stalls here for the first caution. Oh, we got one drove through. Somebody missed their pit stall there or something. All right, Femi Latz, first one off of pit road. Jared Darling right behind him. And Cody Miller. Cody picking up 8 positions since the start of the race. But we had 3 drivers that stayed out. Keaton Jones, Tom Mercier, and Nick I got a sneaking suspicion that they will come to pit road. I don't think they're going to want to stay out on them older tires, but you just never know. Sometimes the guys take that chance. They really want to get out there, stay out there, and lead a lap.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's what Keaton Jones's idea is. He wants to. Yeah, he's going to stay out at least to lead a lap. He is 10th place in the points right now.
Yeah, that'll put Femio Lap back in second behind Keaton Jones. So.
Yep.
Microphone muted.
Keaton might take the penalty and come in on the last lap. If you take the penalty as to start at the back of the field, he's going to be at the back of the field anyhow.
Exactly.
You just never know about that. So.
Yeah.
Microphone muted.
Okay, I muted my mic. So.
All right, Ethan Lane
Microphone
out of the race.
Oh man.
First one to park it.
All right, well, let's.
Yes, Josh has dogs.
Yeah, I've got dogs.
You might hear them bark now and then. They're just helping broadcast, that's all.
Yeah, they bark pretty much at everything under the sun that moves. Even a running leaf running across the yard, they'll bark at it. So, you know. I try to keep them quiet, but, you know, they're dogs. You know, I can only do so much.
Yeah, let's see if we can get... Keaton Jones, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Keaton, tell us about the call to stay out there.
It was just a call to see how the car is going to handle with no tires. You know, I want to make this call early on so that way we can have some information later in the race if we want to make a same move if opportunity presents itself. So that's what it was for.
True. Well, you got a bonus point out of it. 10th in the points there, tied with Bobby Cheney right now. So every point's going to help out. They're trying to keep you up there in the top in the points.
Yeah, it's just a catch-up game right now. You know, from what we've been slacking, I'm trying to make it up.
Well, there you go. All right, well, good luck out there, brother. You ready to go green?
All right.
User was moved out of the microphone activated.
All right.
Well, he's going to see what they're going to do, so get them going, Josh.
No, I sure can. We're going to go center field for this restart here to kind of get a wide view of all the front cars on this restart. I think it'd be pretty neat to see exactly what everybody's move they, you know, make on, you know, coming right here. We should be going green here anytime. Pace car is in. Green, and Keaton Jones, man,
Ready,
he didn't
green,
waste no
green.
time. He got on the gas quick. Boy, and Femio Lat and Jared Darling is in a battle. Boy, they're fighting for that second place. And, oh, man, look at that tight squeeze.
They're going to go 3 wide. They're going to get away from Keaton Jones with them older tires. And Cody Miller slips into 3rd. Nice. Anthony Emery up to 4th after coming from 21st, running in 4th now.
Wow. Oh, and Anthony
Keaton Jones into the wall.
Yep.
That's going to let Jonathan Metz get by. So I don't know. Hopefully,
Caution somewhere. Caution.
Oh.
Corey Ott spinning around, number 9.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's go back and see what happened to Corey. All right. Coming down the straightaway just fine. He's in the number 9 on the low side. And coming around turn 2 on the back stretch. Oh, and he goes up. Oh, and into the number 23. Moved up just a little bit too far and tapped the 23, which 23, it looks like, I believe that's Kyle.
Kyle
Kyle
Charpentier.
Charpentier got it straightened out, but boy, the number 9 of Corey Ott, he didn't fare so well. He slammed into the inside wall hard. Corey Ott, man.
It looks like a lot of them come to pit road, but Jared Darling stayed out. Quite a few of them stayed out.
All right, then.
So Jared Darling grabs a bonus point.
That's about, several of them. Yep, several of them stayed out.
Well, Jared needed that to try to catch up to John Barry. He's 13 points behind John in second place. So he picked up one position last week in the points. He's trying to get that point lead away from John Barry.
Yes, he is. The more points Jerry can rack up, the better for him. But, you know, he's going to have to hope John Barry has a bad race, because if John Barry, you know, comes out, you know, in this and just blows everybody away, you know, yeah, them points add up, but, you know.
Yeah, John's back in 31st, and he's having a major blinking problem right now. He's just now coming off a pit road, so he's going to be way back in 31st, so that's a definite point gain if the race was to be over right now. But we got a lot of racing to go here.
Oh, a lot of racing. They're just getting started.
Yep. And we're about 13 laps away from the first stage. Lap 30, they will throw a caution.
And then the rest of the race will be after that. $124 laps.
Yep. Well, folks, make sure you share that link out there. Get everybody in here and tune in tonight to watch this race. It's going to be a good one. I know it's a little overcast skies, a little cloudy, but it happens. They run realistic weather, so must be cloudy there in Kansas. Probably having snow.
Probably.
I don't know how it could be 82-degree weather when it ain't 82 there, but it says they're running realistic weather.
Lights should be going off the pace car here this time by.
And we got Anthony and Anthony up there in the top three. Anthony Emery and Anthony Burrows. Cody Miller will restart fourth. Sean Williams and Marcus Richardson's in fifth and sixth. Bobby Cheney, Jonathan Metz, Scott Sanderson, and Terrell Baker. That's your top 10 as they get lined up. Cars are doubled up and lights are out on the pace car. We're ready to go back green.
Don't take long. Everybody gets their stuff done, and you know, they're back on track before you know it. You know, there's a lot of things we don't catch, and a lot of it is, you know, people going on pit road and coming off. I mean, what is there? 35 cars out there? I don't have 35 cameras for each car.
No.
That would be cool.
Yep, 35 cars. Femi Olat is a lap down now. Zach Nichols and Tommy Gossett, those three battling for the lucky dog position.
Should be a hard-fought battle between them three. I mean, they're all back there together, too. Get them going, Rudy.
All right, here we go. Pace cars in. Jared Darling waiting for that green flag.
Ready, green, 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 green.
There it is, green out. Green is out. And Anthony Emery drops it right to the bottom in front of Anthony Burrows. Those three nose to tail. Marcus Richardson right there underneath Cody Miller, going to take up that fourth position, just pushing the daylights out of Anthony Burrows right now. Back behind him, Jonathan Metz, Cody Miller. Cody's kind of fallen back a little bit. He's on the high side. That's what I'm kind of concerned about, how that high side is not better than it is right now, because it usually is the place you want to be on this track.
Yes, it is.
But with new tires, these guys can pass on the inside. Scott Sanderson going to get by, or attempting to get by. 03 Andrew Payne working his way back up, was in second there behind Femi Olat at the start of the race. And he's trying to work back up to the front. Bobby Cheney on the high side. Terrell Baker up there. And Cody way up high again. They're going to go 3 wide again. Holy smokes, these guys they're not afraid of 3 wide, Josh.
Oh, no, they're not. You know, we watch these guys race all the time, and they know how to race around each other. They pretty much know where everybody's going to be. You know, for each track, you know, how everybody races, you know, how good each other's tires are, who's pitted, who hasn't. You know, they work together to make a good race, but they also don't work together because every one of them want to win. You know, it all comes down to leading that last lap.
Yes, sir. Joseph Lombard up to 12th. Started 26th on the field today. And he is running in 12th place. Nice. Right behind Colton Salick. Hunter Combs right behind him. Ariotti back into 14th. Does have a little bit of damage on the car, but I don't think it's going to affect him that much. And he passes Alex Warren. Goes into 14th.
Looks like these guys are trying to get single file back here, but some people are opting to stay high and others are going low. So until we see some tire wear. Oh, and the 82 and 63 connect.
Oh, yes. Lombard almost got into the wall right there, but a contact was made, and he's okay. Going to lose a lot of positions on it, but he's okay, and they're going to go 3 wide around him back here.
Yeah, I'm still on Joseph right now, and these guys are racing pretty hard. Joseph's still on that high side.
He lost a few positions, but he's okay. Trey Galgan gets by in the number 49. Right behind Kyle Charpentier. Charpentier's been like a ping pong ball out there today, Josh.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. This is one of those tracks, though, you know, the line's going to change. You know, they're doing realistic weather. And, you know, for 10, 15 laps, it may be the low side. Well, for the next 15 laps or so, it may be the middle. It's crazy the way things change in our racing.
Yep. Well, 3 more laps. This time by 3 more laps, and they will throw the mandatory first stage cautions. And Jared Darling's got a pretty comfortable lead there ahead of Anthony Burrows by 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, he has opened that gap on Anthony, and Anthony's not really closing. I think a lot of these guys are realizing that it's coming to the end of the stage. You know, they want to get up there and get the most positions gained for the more points. But what do? Do you risk tearing your car up, or do you just finish where you're at? Especially if you're, you know, the top 5, top 10, and you already going to get points.
All right. Dale Jr. fan, next week they go to Pocono. They will be at Pocono, Pennsylvania for 60 laps. Wanting to know where the next race was at.
Ooh. The tricky triangle.
Yes, sir, the tricky triangle.
Boy, and the number 8 of Jonathan Metz is bumping the tar out of the 94 of Scott Sanderson. I mean, he'll get a run and he'll bump him and then he'll back off. He'll get a run and then bump him and then back off. I don't think he wants to spin him. Not a good way to end the first stage, I guess, you know. But
Yep.
Jared Darling.
Yes, sir.
8/10 of a second.
And there will be throwing a mandatory caution here. I'm not sure if it's this lap. Yeah, I think as soon as they cross the line, I think they'll be throwing the caution. somewhere along
Maybe
in
30
there.
or 31, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, might be the next lap. They'll throw the caution. But anyhow, then I'm sure we're going to see everybody come to
Oh,
pit
yeah.
road. But with Jared with a 3/4 of a second lead over Anthony Burrows, will win the first stage of the race on lap 30, and we'll get him up here and talk to him here in a minute.
He did cross the line first, so it looks like Jared Darling.
Caution somewhere. Caution.
Okay, Jared Darling wins the first stage of the race. Congratulations to him. That'll be some bonus points. Ching ching. Let's get him down here and talk to him a little bit.
I am not going
All right, Jared, you got a copy?
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Well, sorry, I didn't mean to drag you down here mid-conversation, but you win the first stage, man. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely does. Love this track. One of my favorite mile and a halves. And, you know, last season, I mean, it was kind of controversial, but won here. So looking to do it again. And, yeah, it's so far so good. But a lot of competition behind me. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, I know Anthony Burrows has really come alive, and he's been keeping the pressure on you. He's staying right there within 3/4 of a second of you. But what do we expect out of you for the rest of this race now? Try to stay up front, or are you going to just kind of take it easy?
If I could stay up front, I'm definitely going to try as much as I can to stay up here. Track position's really, really important here. It's very, very hard to pass because it's, you know, single file up on the high side. That bottom really isn't working. So, yeah, it's really important to keep that track position, so I'm going to try to stay up here.
All right, brother. Well, good luck, and we're going to let you go. I don't want you to make a mistake on pit road.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
User was moved out of your
All right,
channel.
maybe we could get, how about we get Anthony, is Anthony Burrows in here? Probably not. Nope, but we got Anthony Emery. We'll maybe get a word in with one of them here as soon as they get done pitting.
Sounds good. I'm trying to get the best camera angles as I possibly can. These guys coming out of the pits, you know, and I got a good view of them coming out. So I guess we'll see actually who wins off pit road.
All right, so Tom Mercier stays out.
Looks like Jared Darling?
Yeah, Jared come off of pit road first. Tom Mercier and James Coulibaly stay out. So, but let's get a word in with Anthony Emery. How about let me get him down here. We'll talk to him for a minute.
Sounds good.
If I can find him. Where's he at? I just seen him here. There he is.
User was
Anthony Emery, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do, Rudy. How's it going?
Well, Anthony, man, you're doing well. We're coming from 21st up to 4th. What's the card feel like, and what's the track feel like? Lots of grip?
Lots of grip, but it's really tight. I mean, we practice in sunny conditions, and when we opened the server, it was overcast, 65 degrees. So it's nothing like what we practice in, and it's really hard to pass. You have to follow people a lot of single file. Everybody's at the top. So yeah, track position is really important, and I'm really surprised. I mean, I was up to 3rd in 12 laps. So I mean, we're making moves, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's looking pretty good. You picked up 9 positions last week in the points with that finish. Man, I'll tell you what, that's got to really feel good. You're up into the top 6 in points. Are we expecting to see you try to stay up in the top of the points every week now? Or I'm sure that's what it is, but you know, I just kind of want to hear it out of your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I have a win, so I'm in the chase. So I mean, the point situation doesn't really matter, but that's something I look at, and I want to be at the top of it. It's something to win. I still want to be at the top of it. I want to perform as well as I can every week. So I mean, if that means getting up there in points, that's what I want to do.
Well, you didn't pick up the most points last week, but I'll tell you what, you were pretty close to getting the most positions gained. But I'll tell you what, it was a pretty good race last week, or well, a couple weeks ago, I should say. And this week here seems to be shaping up pretty decent. Now that you're through the first stage, you're going to be restarting in 3rd. What do you got for that leader up there?
I mean, Jared and Marcus look like they're the fastest. Anthony Burrows looks like he's pretty quick too. But Jared's running right against the wall, and it's too early in my opinion to be doing that. Because I mean, I feel like if you make a mistake, you're hitting the fence, and I don't want to take that risk. So I just want to stay in the top 5, and when it comes down to it, have a shot to win this thing.
All right, brother. Well, looks like you're getting ready to go back green, so good luck.
All right, thanks, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, we got a brand new leader, Tom Mercier, going to stay out.
Yeah, and look where he started, 30th.
Yeah. Well, but I'm sure he did that for track position and for, he's probably hoping a quick caution would come out and then he'd be able to pit.
Yes.
But we'll see here. I don't think he's going to fare too well against these guys with new tires.
Well, we saw earlier how it worked out with, I believe it was Keaton Jones who was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And Keaton's way back in 27th now. But at least he stayed out there long enough to lead a lap. Excuse me.
Pace car is in.
Ready, green.
Oh, man, the number 1 tried to get a jump. Jerry Darling tried to get a jump on Tom, but Tom didn't go, and he was waiting for the green flag.
Yep, there goes Anthony Emery to the bottom. And Marcus Richardson following right in behind him. Then, boy, they made that pass look easy. Here comes Anthony Burrows to 3rd. And Jared Darling 4th, getting around. Oh, and up into the wall. Well, there it goes. Tom Mercier. He is dropping like a rock now. Oh, we got one off in the grass.
Number 30.
Yeah, Colton Salick, and he just Alt-F forward right out of it.
Man.
So he did not bring out a caution. Wow. Tough break for Colton today. And Anthony Emery leads his first lap of the race with Marcus Richardson right on his tail.
All right.
Well, is everybody ready for the new year? And Zach Nichols takes it behind the wall, too.
I noticed that.
So 2 more out of the race. Colton Salick and Zach Nichols. Everybody ready for the new year? 2018. I can't believe it, man. Where have the years gone? Well, Marcus kind of saving some tires, I think, right behind Anthony Emery back here right now. We'll see what he can do with him coming up. Anthony Burrows, Jared Darling. Guys getting away from Sean Williams now, end of 5th.
And the Taylor Swift machine.
He got around now. Yes, sir. Andrew Payne in 6th. Bobby Cheney 7th. Bobby come from 17th up to 7th. Bobby is 11th in the points, lost 6 positions last week. And that's bad. You don't want to lose that many positions. That's a lot. Go from 5th in the points to 11th in the points. Emery putting on a good show out here in the front, though. Let's go back in the field here. Josh Mayeu. There is some links in the description, folks, there of some in-car cams. If you want to watch some in-car cams there, I got a couple of them in the description. Josh Mayeu, one of them, and the other one's Sean Williams. These guys are streaming live from in-car. You can check them out. Check out their channel. Follow them on Twitch or subscribe to them on YouTube. John Barry up to 15th. Not what Jared Darling wanted to see right now. John comes into tonight leading the points by 13 points over Jared Darling. And Jared was hoping he could hold him back. Now, the only good thing about it is Jared Darling got up there and led 17 laps already. John has not led any lap. And Jared Darling also got the points for winning the segment. So that's pretty good. John Barry passing up He's going to pass up Elijah Gracia, and now trying to get by Eric Hall.
You know, that's going to work out for Jared Darling, because if John Berry finishes in the back, doesn't lead no laps, doesn't win the race, that's really going to help Jared Darling.
Oh, yeah, he should be able to take over the points. If the race would be over right now, he probably would.
The number 74 of John Berry is trying to get around the...
and there he got him.
The number 4?
Yeah, 04. Yep.
Eric
But Eric's trying to come back now. He's down on the bottom. It's just so difficult to pass here. You got to do it on new tires, and if after that, you might as well just plan on riding single file for a while. Now Eric comes back up, and Elijah Gracia drives by on the outside and retakes that position from Eric Hall. Eric goes back to 15th. Josh Robbins, 16th, battling with Kyle Charpentier. And wow, they're battling right behind him. These guys, Josh Mayeu, Scott Sanderson, Femi Olat. Femi's back on the lead lap now.
Well, these guys back here, from Josh Robin all the way to the number 70 of Aaron Smith, they're pretty much in a pack of their own.
Yep. And that's what I always say, in the mid-pack seems to be about where the best racing is half the time.
You know...
And Colton Salick did re-enter the race, though. He is 8 laps down, but after doing that Alt F4 and exited the room, he's back in. Anthony Emery, Marcus Richardson, and Anthony Burrows leading this.
Jared Darling, though, back here in the number 1 car, he's fixing to looks like he's going to try to put his nose into the number 7 of Anthony Burrows' business. He's just got to get up to him, though.
Microphone muted.
Blood pressure.
Microphone activated.
All right, well, back up front, guys. Anthony Emery, Marcus Richardson, Anthony Burrows, and Jared Darling. You know, they're all 4 right here together. Marcus he's still standing up on that high side behind Anthony Emery. Back in the pack a little ways, though. Got an Alex Warren, number 10. The number 2 started 13th. Tyrell Baker in the number 25 machine started 20th. He is currently running in 11th. Back here a little ways, John Berry, the number 74, currently 13th.
We got a brand new leader. Marcus Richardson just led his first lap of the race.
Oh, wow, I was going back through the field and didn't even see that.
He passed up Anthony Emery and made it look easy. Jared Darling now taking a look to the inside. Anthony Burrows, I don't know. He better make it quick. He's right down there on that white line. He's not going to get the grip down there he needs, I don't think. And boy, almost contact there with Anthony Emery.
Boy, it almost sandwiched the number 44 in between 2 cars.
Sure did. Anthony seen that, and he backed right out of it. Darling not quite clear of Anthony Burrows. He can't come up in front of him. So Burrows is holding on to that position there on the outside. Darling not giving up, though, on the inside.
Oh, Jared Darling.
And I believe he got him right there.
Jared Darling is still fighting the number 7 machine, but Anthony, man, he's got grip up there. Where'd that grip come from? Okay, I think Jared took it that time.
Yeah, he got him. So Jared back into second, but while the guys were battling, Marcus Richardson got away. He's out there about a second ahead of Jared Darling now.
Well, Rudy, we're getting into the middle of the race here. How about we do a little crank it up, shall we?
Do it.
All right.
shut your driver's box off, and then put it on like a pack of cars. That's what I usually do. Don't put it on the leader. Put it on a pack of cars, like back in like in 10th or 12th or something like that. Just shut your driver's box off, and then that way it leaves the whole track visible.
Folks, we're back. Boy, I turned the volume up on that one. You know, it says crank it up. Ain't we supposed to crank it up a little bit?
Yeah. Then you got to remember to turn it back down.
Yeah, buddy.
And it looks like Scott Sanderson took a behind the wall. All right. Well, Sean Williams still hanging on to 6th place, but he just got a big wiggle. Uh-oh. Elijah Gracia going around.
All right, let's go back and take a look. See what happened to Elijah here. They're on the front stretch here. Let's come around on the front stretch. They'll cross the line. Number 14 car of Elijah. So he goes high into the in front of the number 4. Oh, and the number 4 of Eric Hall punts him. Had nowhere to go, really. And sends Elijah pretty much sideways down the back of the track. Elijah did get it straightened back out, though. It's a good save by him. Very good save by him. He did not hit the inside wall.
And it looks like they're all coming to pit road. Marcus Richardson brings them in. Now it's going to be a race off of pit road to see who comes out first, because we know that track position is going to be very valuable to these guys. Whoever gets out first is going to be probably the dominant car, because you're going to be out there in clean air, Josh. You know, and that clean air is going to make these cars feel a whole lot different.
Yes, it is. It sure is. You know, they've done 58 laps of 124. You know, they're not even at the halfway point. Almost, but not quite.
All right, Marcus does come out first. Jared Darling second, Anthony Burrows third, Anthony Emery fourth, and Sean Williams now in fifth. Well, let's see who we can talk to. How about let's see if we can get a word in with Elijah there, and maybe we can kind of get his idea of what happened there. Elijah Gracia, you got a copy?
Yes, I do got a copy.
Well, looks like you might have just kind of slid up in front of Eric Hall there a little bit, and he just kind of like had nowhere to go, brother, but get into the back of you. Tell us what happened.
I guess I just drove it in there too hard. I mean, 3 and 4's got a little more grip on the low side, but 1 and 2 just wasn't working for me there, and that's what happened.
Well, is the car okay?
Yeah, I only had 2.2 seconds optional. I gotta pit again because I accidentally pressed the gas, so.
Whoops.
It happens.
Yeah, I know. We all make mistakes, brother. Don't feel alone. Well, is the car feeling pretty good out there on the track? Because they're saying, you know, with the overcast skies, it really has kind of helped the car a lot, but they're saying it might be a little tight in the corners.
It's kind of tight a little bit at first, but once you get some more laps on it, starts loosening up a lot.
Oh, okay, good. You like a loose car or one a little tight?
I like a car a little bit tighter.
A little tighter? Okay. All right. Well, we expect to see you back up in the front here. You got very, very little damage on the car, so the car should still be fast.
Hopefully.
All right, brother. Well, we'll let you get back at it, and good luck.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right.
They're at Kansas here, boss man. Kansas Motor Speedway. So we're down to 32 drivers left on the track. Started with 36. I had a couple of guys that left. Colton Salick still at the back of the field. He alt F4 there after spinning across the grass. He is 8 laps down. And I see a little bit of damage on that car now.
Yes, I do. I see a little bit myself in the back bumper area of the right side, the passenger side, basically in the back. There is some damage on that car. I hope everybody can hear everybody okay. I hope the stream's fine. I'm not losing any frames or anything, so that's a good thing. Rudy, how's it looking, bud?
It looks great, man. Hey, Sam, how you doing? And Joe, Jason, Benjamin. Hey, Benjamin, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see everybody in chat tonight, man. It's good. That's really good.
I think we're going to, on this restart here, we're actually going to ride along with Marcus Richardson in the cockpit view. Pace car's in. Marcus is on the gas already.
Ready, green, 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 green.
So low below the white line, past the start-finish line, and we're underway again at Kansas. We're going to ride along with Marcus for a little bit if you don't mind, Rudy. So if you want to go ahead and talk, go right ahead.
Sure. Now Burrow's taking a look there on the inside of Jared Darling. And with these new tires, they can make that bottom work a little bit. But Jared's going to hold him off and keep second place from him. Andrew Payne right behind Anthony Emery. And Sean Williams, Bobby Cheney up to 7th. Go back and check on, I know we got Lombard Nation in chat. Joseph Lombard back in 26th position. Close call there with Corey Ott. Oh, we got 4 of them off the track. Holy smokes. Hunter Combs, Yeah, let's go back and take a look at that because I think it was Kyle Charpentier that spun around.
We're going to be on Kyle Charpentier for this restart. We're going to kind of come in a little bit to see exactly what happened. I'm going to start it real quick. Kyle Charpentier is the number 23 blue car on the high side. He kind of drops it low in the middle. And he is behind the number 49. I don't know exactly where that happened at, but...
Well, he got tapped by Hunter Combs there. Hunter come up on him with a full head of steam and really had nowhere to go.
Okay, yeah.
But, yeah, and that caught Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith going to get involved in that.
Oh, yeah, the number 63 just tapped the number 23 of Kyle Charpentier. Yeah, and it was a chain reaction after that.
Sure was. I was looking here. Who was that? That was Corey Ott that hit the inside wall really hard. But now Aaron Smith, a lot of smoke coming from Aaron Smith's car. When Corey Ott went back up the hill and caught the number 30 of Colton Salick, nothing like adding a little insult to injury right there. Colton was already 7 laps down after spinning across the grass, and he just got into the wall really hard right there.
I just got on that as it's in slow motion going through the wreck, and that just happened as soon as you said that. So, good call, Rudy.
We got a lot of cars caught up into that. Man, a lot of them going to be coming to pit road to get them looked at. Looks like the leaders are all going to stay out, though. We got about the top 20 definitely staying out. Josh Mayeu back in 20th. He is one of the in-car cams there, folks, that is in chat. Josh Mayeu. And also Sean Williams. Sean's up in 6th. He's running an in-car camera right now. Also in the description. Folks, don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video. And if it's your first time here, please do subscribe. You can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com.
Oh, that was not good.
No, did you? They blink out on you
on
too?
me too. Don't worry.
That's an iRacing thing.
Yep. Yep.
That's not us,
About
folks.
half of the
That's
field
iRacing.
just went kaboom.
Yep.
You know. Yeah, all right, folks. I'm trying to get used to working the camera angles. You know, with the hotkeys and all that. I'm trying to get
This ain't good.
familiar with it. So.
There they're back. Kyle Charpentier and Hunter Combs take up behind the wall, and Corey
No,
Ott.
they're still blinking, Rudy. Marcus Richardson,
Yeah.
number 44, and the number 89 of Sean Williams blinked as well.
Oh yeah, there's still a bunch of them blinking out. Oh man, there could be something going on with iRacing right now. I don't know. It's Josh Medlock. Josh Medlock, in case you guys want to know. He is actually doing the streaming right now up to the MaxSpeedTV YouTube channel. And I'm just in here with him because I'm still having internet problems. So
Rudy's still the boss, guys. Don't worry, he's still the boss.
They ain't got it figured out yet. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just working the cameras for him and putting my 2 cents in. You know, gotta have some comedy up in the booth sometimes, don't we, Rudy?
I guess. No, I don't imagine Hunter is too happy about that. I think we probably got a few ticked off guys that about that accident. Well, he gathered up about 5 or 6 of them.
Yes, he did.
Cody Miller, James Coulibaly on pit road. Well, the field shortened up a little bit. And, you know, the smaller the field, the fewer the cars, the fewer the cautions. You know, it's just kind of the rule of thumb. And we might see some good green flag runs in here eventually. But we are just a little past halfway.
Still got 29 cars out there. Colton Salick. He is on pit road currently right now. And, you know, he's several laps down, but, you know, he's still out there. You know, I guess he's trying to get some more damage fixed is what he's trying to do.
Yep. Well, he hit the wall pretty hard, so. Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green.
Boy, look at them fan out.
Oh, yeah. They got to get away from each other. Bobby Cheney down on the bottom. They're 3 wide there for a split second. It was Jonathan Metz was kind of caught in the middle there. Femi Olat coming up through, up to 9th. Now on the inside of Jonathan Metz. Ariotti back there behind Jonathan. Terrell Baker in 11th. And they're still trying to figure out who's going to get up here. Anthony Emery back into 4th. He's still battling with Andrew Payne right now. Payne on the bottom. These guys with the new tires can do that. Oh, wow. And we got a spinner, Bobby Cheney.
No.
Does not bring out the caution, but I can't even catch up to him. He gets it back going, though. Wow. Good save, Bobby. He's clear back to 25th now.
Man, what a save.
Yes, it was. That had to have been the save of the race so far.
You know, if you've heard of play of the game, well, that was the play of the race right there.
Good save.
Man.
Yeah, Lombard back up to 19th, right behind Ariotti. Tom Mercier 20th. And he's got company with Femi Olat. He's back here now. Must have been something happened there with him and Bobby, because they were pretty close to one another. Femi might have checked up there so he didn't get involved in that. And when he did, that put him clear back in 20th. Will Klein in 11th. Alex Warren 12th. And Keaton Jones is starting to make his way back to the front,
yes,
Josh.
He sure is. You know, he started the race 27th, you know, and he's been up to the front. He's led 3 laps so far, and, you know, he's wanting to lead more laps.
Well, he tried that. He didn't stop on that one pit stop, and he tried staying out there on a little bit older tires, and I think he found out really quick that wasn't the best thing. But he wanted to try it early enough.
Kind of bit him, but I'm sure he's aware of it now.
Yep. Just a mental note right there. Well, front 3, man, they're nose to tail up here. Marcus Richardson, Anthony Burrows, and Jared Darling. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to pass anybody right now. They still got a lot of laps to chew down through, so coming to 50 to go here shortly. They're starting to wind the laps down, though, pretty quick.
You know, they've got pretty much everything lined out. But, you know, there's a few battles going on, as we've seen back here in the back a little ways. People trying to dive low to get that run on the low side. But by the time you get around the corner, coming on the front stretch, and you're going high again, you've got to slow down and make turn 1 and 2. So it's really, really difficult to get any really big runs. And as soon as I say that, Anthony Burrows just passed up Jerry Darling for second. And look at the way they're running around this track, boy. They are going around the corners. They are inches away from the wall. Oh, man, you've got to know where that wall is so you don't hit it. Anthony Emery coming up here in the field of ways. He's in 4th, started 21st. He's been fighting to really stay up here. They've had a few cautions, so you know, but everybody's still pretty much single file right now, which is probably a good thing. Jonathan Metz back here in 7th place. Josh Robin in 8th. Tyrell Baker in 9th. Trying to get around Will Klein. Oh, it doesn't look like he's going to make it. Will Klein will keep 9th position. And Alex Warren now in a battle with Tyrell Baker. Looks like Alex Warren will take that position and take the 10th spot. Tyrell Baker will be in 11th.
Yeah, not far behind him, John Barry, our points leader coming into tonight by 13 points over Jared Darling, but right now is only 9 positions behind him. But Jared led 17 laps earlier, did win the, we got a big one back here. We got some off in the grass. Eric Hall.
Oh, yeah, Eric Hall coming
off in the grass. Man, Spencer Owens on pit road.
Oh, and we've got another one. Caution.
Caution somewhere. Caution.
Bobby Cheney.
Let's go back and see what happened. Because there was a bunch of stuff going on.
Right.
Let's kind of zoom in on Bobby a little bit. All right, we'll zoom in a little bit. Well, that's, as you see, it happened actually and started in front of them. The guys kind of was going off into the grass. Bobby Cheney is on the low side underneath the white line by the grass. He's in between the two white lines. He crosses the start-finish line, and I believe right up here is where it all fell apart for Bobby Cheney.
Yeah, Ariotti took it across the grass, and when he tried to bring it back up onto the track, it was right in front of Bobby Cheney.
Yep, Sean Williams, let's see, the number 28 of Cody Miller got into the back of Bobby Cheney. And it was a spin from there as well for Bobby. So
they're all coming to pit road.
All right.
Microphone muted.
Okay.
Well, not counting the mandatory stage caution, we've had 5 cautions here tonight, which isn't really too bad.
Yeah.
You know, considering, but we've lost a lot of good drivers out here tonight.
Yes. Yeah, we have.
Uh-oh. And everybody just blinked out again.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
There
we go.
man.
There we go. I'm back finally. My IRTVO froze there for some reason.
Well, it's iRacing is messing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it just makes everything all wonky. But anyhow, Anthony Burrows, first one off of pit road, will take over the lead. He hasn't officially led a lap yet, but let's see if we can get Sean Williams down here and talk to Sean. Sean Williams, you got a copy?
Hey, Rudy, what's up?
Hey, Sean, how's it going out there tonight? Boy, car looks like it's running really well.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice change of pace.
When you have a good running car, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what's your take on the track here tonight? Now being overcast skies and kind of cool temperatures.
It's tight. We did a practice room before this, and it was like the track depth was 107, and it was a lot more fun because you could slide around and stuff. But here it's just tight. I don't know. It's not as fun to me.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, over a run, it'll get like loose off 4 and stuff, but for the most part, it's kind of plowing around the track.
Well, that's making it pretty difficult to pass on, huh?
Oh yeah, it's hard to pass here anyway. You just gotta hope somebody either hits the wall in front of you or just try to make a dive bomb.
Wow. Well, it's coming from 10th to 6th. Not too bad so far. You think you got a winning car?
I don't know. Maybe if somebody will take out Marcus or something.
Well, maybe you could pay somebody off to do that or something.
Yeah, I'll start sending out some PMs here while we're pacing. I'll see what I can do.
All right. All right, brother. Well, good luck out there. And I did mention that people can watch your stream from in-car. It's in the description there. And hopefully you got some viewers.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Rudy. Hope everybody watching too's having a good night, good new year. Hopefully this is entertaining. There's been some bad wrecks behind us, I think. I don't know what's going on back there.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of good drivers. We've lost about 9 or 10 good drivers out here tonight.
That's crazy.
Yep. All right. Well, good luck, brother.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
Well, Burrows captures his his point there for leading the lap. And we're ready to go green flag racing again here. Anthony Emery starting on the outside of the front row. Jared Darling sitting right behind Anthony Burrows. And Marcus Richardson in 4th. I'll tell you what, these guys up in the front, these like top, probably about 8 or 9 drivers, have really been strong tonight, Josh.
Yes, they have. I mean, they've found themselves in several predicaments, but managed to either avert the situation entirely or managed to scrape away with maybe a scrape, nothing major, and pretty much they've all pitted on either the same time or around the same time. So they've pretty much been around the same strategy, per se. I'm not saying they're all on the same strategy, but pace car is in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And we're green flag racing again.
Wow, look at this. Marcus Richardson takes it to the bottom, and he's like boxed in, can't go anywhere with Anthony Emery on the high side and Jared Darling in front of him. And that's just what Jared wanted to do. He wanted to keep Marcus behind him. Andrew Payne sitting there in 5th place.
Sean Williams, the guy we just got done interviewing, or you did, has got a bird's eye view on the cars in front of him.
Oh yeah, he's watching everything that's going on up in front and just trying to figure out how he can get around Andrew Payne right now. But top 5 finish or top 6 finish, hey, I'd take that. Josh Robin in 7th.
Oh.
Alex Warren coming from 13th up to 8th. Will Klein coming from 34th to 9th. Probably one of the biggest movers out there tonight so far.
I believe iRacing is still having some major issues because everybody just blinked on my end.
Yep, it's there is some. Maybe they're getting DDoS attacked again or something. I hope not. Man, I don't know what's up with people that they got to do that stuff. Man.
Our points leader, though,
well, Anthony
John Barry, the number 74, is actually back here in a sticky situation. Really, he's got the 3 now on the outside of him. He's on the inside. He was battling the 49, and they're still 3 wide.
Yep. Femi finally clears the number 49 and gets by him of Trey Galgan. Now Anthony is trying to get up there. Oh, man. Femi comes right to the bottom to try to put the block on any progression that John Barry might have got. But John does clear Trey Galgan and goes into 13th.
Trey Galgan, the number 49, gets into the back of John Barry. But they were actually on a straightaway, so there was no way, unless one of the others turned the steering wheel, that they would spin. So there was a great understanding of where each other was at.
Anthony Smith, Tommy Gossett now to the inside of Trey Galgan.
Microphone muted.
And Anthony Burrows still holding off Jared Darling for the time being up front.
Microphone activated.
Be about 36 laps to go here at the line, folks.
Looks like everybody that I'm seeing out on the track currently right now is on the lead lap. So I'm looking at this correctly, and it looks like everybody is currently on the lead lap. 20.
Yeah, from first, 26 of them, and from first to 26 is only 8 seconds.
Wow.
That's how tight these guys are, packed up on top of each other.
You know, that may look like a huge gap, but granted, you've got cars in front of you too, and of course Cody Miller, who is the last one out here on the track, who's got some heavy damage on that car. The other Taylor Swift car that is out here on the track. He's got some front damage, some rear damage. Doesn't really look like it's slowing the car down much, maybe 5 or 6 miles per hour. But Cody Miller is still out there pushing, and he is the 26th car and the last one on the lead lap.
Yeah, Sam, Josh has dogs. Every once in a while you might hear one barking in the background.
Yeah, I've got 3 little ones.
Hey, they're our babies, you know, they're there helping him broadcast tonight, so. Well, Josh Robin and Alex Warren did get around. Oh, and Alex just got a shot from Sean Williams right there. I think Sean kind of not not too happy about the way Alex passed him. Here comes Will Klein to the bottom.
Well, that didn't kind of help out Sean any. I mean, Sean punted him, which sent the number 2 of Alex Warren further ahead of him. I mean, ain't you supposed to send him in another direction?
Caution somewhere.
Yep.
Caution.
Oh, we have a caution.
Spencer Owens?
Spencer Owens, yep.
All right, let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Spencer. All right, let's see here. Coming around turn 3, it looks like. Let's get down on Spencer a little bit. Oh, he taps the wall, and he taps the wall, and basically on a straight stretch, and then sends him into the grass. He didn't just tap the wall; he hit the wall. I'd say tap.
Yeah,
he hit it pretty hard.
He hit it pretty hard.
Oh, and the number 4 barely gets around, but Spencer Owens is sideways coming back on the track in front of traffic, so that will send out a caution automatic. Unless iRacing.
Well, we're gonna be at 30 to go this time when they come into pit here. I think they're gonna pit, pretty sure. Because tires is such a premium here.
I hate tires here
in
Kansas.
Yeah, now they could go green the rest of the way. You know, they have the tires to do it, the fuel to do it. So everything adds up to that they could stay green the rest of the way. And everybody is still on the lead lap, but Spencer Owens did go to the back of the field behind Cody Miller.
Okay.
But they're all on pit road.
Everybody's on pit road. I am saying at pit lane, at the end of pit lane, coming out back on the track. Hopefully we can see how these guys. Man, I wish you could see the animated pit crews with a lot of these cars on here. That would be so awesome. But that's the way it is. So.
Yep. All right, so race off of pit road. Marcus Richardson out first, it looks like. And James Coulibaly is going to stay out. He does his usual drive-through there. He'll come around and lead a lap, and then he'll be able to pit without getting a penalty.
Yes, exactly. You know, it's been a fun race to watch these guys around Kansas. You know, it's a big field. A lot of these guys have damage. Now, we've seen some cars out here on the lead lap with damage. There are no resets, so you blow a motor, 35 minutes on pit road. You got to get it fixed or just call it a day. As we've seen, some of these guys are just calling it a day, you know.
Well, let's get somebody we haven't talked to in quite a while. Will Klein, you got a copy?
Yes.
Well, Will, how's your race going for you out there?
Good so far. Pretty
Been
clean.
a lot of hard racing out there right now going on, ain't there?
Yeah, I've been working my way up. Had a bad pit stop.
Yeah, you're probably one of the biggest movers out there right now, coming from 34th up to 12th, and but you've managed to avoid all of them accidents that have been happening out there. But you did get one damage there in the back. So, car seems to be pretty clean. You've got all the damage fixed up on it and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 3 seconds, so it's like nothing.
Ah, good. That's good. That's good. I still see a little dent in the back, but
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
we're digging.
It's not that bad. That's
we're
right.
Digging.
Well, what do you expect? We expect a top 10 out of you tonight.
Yeah, I think I have a fast enough car to get a top 10.
That's what we like.
We'll see
to
how the cautions play out because people keep taking 2. 49
Well,
cars a roadblock. He took 2 and he's like in 6th or something.
Well, now you got you can get up here and get inside that top 10, but how difficult is it going to be to pass?
It's not that bad actually. Once the tires wear a little bit, you can run the bottom. I've been doing that the entire race. That's how I got up from 34th.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that know that right now. So.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you might have found a little trick there. So, all right, brother. Well, we'll let you go, and good luck out there.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, doubled up. Getting them going green. Looks like Marcus is going to start on the outside.
Yeah, it's looking that way. It looks like Marcus is going to start on the outside. And, you know, that might not be a bad call.
No, that's a pretty good call, I think. That's the way I would always like to do it anyhow. You know, it is the leader's option to do that. Whether he wants to start on the outside or the inside. And, you know, I think in a race like this here, definitely.
Yes, yeah, you know, when you want to start on the outside and get as much of a run as you possibly can on the car behind you, and with Jared Darling on the inside, and the number 7 of Anthony Burrows, these guys have been fighting throughout the whole race. Get them going, Rudy.
All right. Pace car's in. And Marcus Richardson on the left pedal. We're back underway here at Kansas for the Nork iRacing Series. We can't call it the Xfinity Series anymore.
Number 1 of Jared Darling looking to on the inside of Anthony Emery of the 44. He has not made that pass yet. He is still on the inside, so he is still trying to get around him for second.
Caution somewhere. Caution.
Oh, we got a caution. I did not see where that caution. I think it was Andrew Payne.
Yes, it was. I will go back and...
Yeah, Andrew Payne. Oh.
We will go back and take a look and see what happened to Mr. Andrew there. All right, this is on the restart pretty much, so we'll start back pretty good ways. Andrew currently in 26th, the number 3 car. He is right in front of...
Oh, he got hit by the number 49 of Trey Galgan.
Oh, yeah.
Galgan got really loose and got into the wall.
Yeah, and the number 25 got a piece of that too, of Tyrell Baker. So, man, that was rough.
Yeah, that was a big hit for both of those drivers. The one that come out the works on that, though, was Andrew Payne. Boy, he got heavy damage on that car.
Yes, he did.
He slammed that inside wall big time.
Yeah, he's got damage all the way around.
Yep, he's got heavy smoke coming out of it now, so he'll be heading to pit road to get that looked at.
Man,
tough break
yeah,
for him.
25 laps left to go, and that happens. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's got to hurt.
Man, that's got to hurt. I mean, we've seen with, you know, some of the best of them out there racing, you know, with 10 laps to go or, you know, even 15 laps to go, somebody blow an engine or something, you know, and really ain't much you can do about it but sit there and get it fixed. But with so little laps left, I mean, they're going to, by the time it's fixed, they're going to be done with the race.
Yep. All right, caution number 7 on the track. Still not too bad, though. It's been some really good racing out here. It shows 8, but 7 actually, because 1 was thrown by the admins there for the first stage on lap 30. So 7 cautions.
Now, what do you do in a situation like this, Rudy? You pitted?
No,
and
not yet.
You pitted the last one.
I don't think I would.
And then now another quick caution comes out. 25 laps to go. Do you pit or do you stay out for track position?
I would stay out right now, and if another caution comes out, then I would definitely pit. I mean, they didn't even make a full lap there, you know. Now, the guys in the back, yes, definitely, I would pit.
I'm going back here to the field a little ways. Looks like Tommy Gossett is not going to pit. It looks like a lot of these guys are not pitting. I mean, it looks like the whole field is going to stay out and ride the 24 lap train pretty much to see exactly what happens at the end. So this is going to be very, very interesting.
We had Trey Galgan and Terrell Baker that stayed on pit road. They're coming in. They're trying to get damage fixed under caution here. They both got a lot of heavy damage. They barely made it out ahead of the pace car last time. They're going to try to come in here and get a little more damage fixed this time. And beat the traffic again. Trying to stay on that lead lap.
Yes, yeah, they are. And, you know, it's all about trying to stay on the lead lap, because with so little laps left, I mean, you may or may not get a new caution. I mean, I'm probably seeing maybe one or two more, but that's just me. You know, I'm just a commentator. But I've seen how these races can go, especially coming down to the wire with 25 drivers still left on the track. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
Well, thank you all for joining us tonight, folks. We appreciate that very much. We don't appreciate the thumbs down, though. We only like the thumbs up. But we always got to get somebody in there that's got to give us a thumbs down. But thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. And make sure you check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV for all the news and broadcast news and everything that's going on. I know I've been a little bit lax on it. I've just been dealing too much with this internet. But we're going back green. Get them going, Josh.
I sure can, Rudy. I sure can, man. Marcus Richardson still going to choose the outside with Jared Darling in the number 1 on the inside. And Anthony Burrows, the number 3. I'm showing Anthony Burrows. In the number 7, sorry, will be starting 3rd. And Anthony Emery in the number 44 in 4th. And Femi Olat, who we have not talked about much tonight. He is up here fighting in the number 3 machine.
Yeah, he was on the pole.
Yes, he was. He's been right in the back. Pace car's in. Everybody's getting really tight.
Ready, green.
Waiting to the last minute to hit the gas. Jared Darling drops it low right behind Marcus Richardson. Let's see what happens, Rudy.
Yep, and here comes Femi Olat, kind of boxed in right now behind Jared Darling and Anthony Emery on the high side. If Femi's going to make that pass, he's got to do it early with them new tires. Let's see if he can do it. Anthony Burrows kind of boxed in as well, and Alex Warren.
Well, I was watching Femi Olat going around turn 4. Man, he took it right to that white line. Not to get into the grass, but, oh, he is driving the heck out of that white line.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good run there on Anthony Emery, but not enough to get by him. He's going to have to settle in behind him. Here comes Anthony Burrows to the inside, and he may get that position away from Femi Olat. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a big maybe on that one.
He's really hammering it down right now, trying to get that, but Femi's coming back pretty strong on that high side and trying to hold Anthony Burrows off. Alex Warren on the high side as well, and it looks like Anthony Burrows will lose that position and more. He goes back to 6.
Alex Warren and Sean Williams, who we talked to earlier, is still up here in the mix. You know, he's running 7th. He is now behind Anthony Burrows, who was 3rd on the restart. A lot of positions are changing quickly. John Berry back here in the number 74, started 12th run of the night. He is your current standings first in the points. Has not led a lap yet tonight. I can't say he won't because there's still not 18 laps to go. But the laps are winding down for John Berry to get that bonus point. I believe they do bonus points for leading a lap, don't they, Rudy? Okay.
Yes, and Jared also got laps for winning the stage race too. Yeah. So right now it would be really, really close in the points. Now Freddie De La Rosa did not show up tonight, so that's going to probably let Marcus Richardson pass Freddie De La Rosa in the points and go into 3rd. So there's an interesting fact right there. Freddie not showing up tonight. Man. And we may have a points change going into next week for the leader. I really don't know until this race is over, till we see where John Berry's going to finish. But right now, he is 7 positions behind. He has not led a lap, And Jared Darling's led laps and won the first stage race, which they do get points for. I'm not sure how many points they get, but
yeah, I'm not sure entirely either, but a little bit of stats note for everybody out there. We're coming to 16:15 to go. John Berry has 1 win on the season. Jared Darling also has 1 win on the season. Freddie De La Rosa, who, like Rudy was saying earlier, is not here tonight, doesn't have any wins on the season, but he's still up there. Marcus Richardson, who's currently in first place with a really not a huge gap right now on Jared Darling, about 2.3 of a second gap on Jared. He's got 2 wins on the season, so can Marcus make it 3 to add to his many wins that he's got on here on iRacing itself? Anthony Emery also has 1 win that on the season. I'm sure there's many more racers out there who have more than 1 win or wins on the season. That's just running down through the top 10 with wins.
Yeah, now the thing of it is that these guys, they do it a little different here. If you got a win, then you're locked into the chase.
Yes.
So that's kind of a little bit different. Femi Olat getting by Alex Warren goes into 3rd, and Alex is trying to battle here with Anthony Emery. Emery's going to get that.
You can't count out Mr. Burrows with the number 7 machine. He is now battling the number 2 of Alex Warren, and he'll just go right around Alex on the outside.
Yep. Here comes Sean Williams, is going to get by too if he's not careful. That outside line seems to be the place to be at the moment here. But Warren takes it to the bottom. John Berry now goes into 8th, trying to pass up Josh Robin. John's working his way closer to the front, trying to keep that points lead going into next week.
I am currently riding along with John Berry on the rear chase. I'm looking back at the cars behind John. Sean Williams, Will Klein, who is the number 48, who's on the low side. This is what they're dealing with. This is what John and all these other racers are dealing with right now. It's crazy. Looks like the number 8 of Josh Robin has some right front damage on that Exalta machine.
Yeah, Will Klein coming up beside him now. Will coming from 34th. He passes Josh Robin and goes into 9th. So clearly the biggest mover out there tonight. The biggest mover forward. Let me put it that way.
Yes, sir. Back up front, though, Marcus Richardson really not extending the lead on Jared Darling. 1/10 of a second, 1 to 2/10 of a second. Pretty much Jared Darling is right on the bumper of Marcus Richardson. So these guys have been fighting pretty much up front together almost all night. Very interesting race. 8 cautions, you said, Rudy, or 7? 7 cautions. Yeah, I forgot that one don't count. So,
and we're coming to 8 to go this time by Marcus Richardson leading. That's going to be lap number 53. So he's going to come out of here with the most laps led. Nobody can top that. So he'll get a bonus point for that. I do believe they give a bonus point for most laps led.
I believe they do too, Rudy. I believe that is also put into the overall points that they get each race. So
yeah, see now if he wins today, he will pass up Freddie De La Rosa and go into 3rd in the points. So he lost 2 positions last week. He'll gain a position this week.
And then Jared Darling would probably pass up John Berry. Now we're not saying this is going to happen. But
No, I don't think he will right now. The way it is right now, I don't think he will, because there's only 6 positions separating them.
Okay.
And I think John would probably hold on to it by just a couple of points.
So that would put, John Berry, Jared Darling, and Marcus Richardson back up into third.
Right.
That's roughly about
top 3.
what it would do.
Yep. Now Sean Williams is sitting in 5th in points, but he's 55 points behind the leader. That's a lot of points to make up. But 6 to go, folks. 6 more laps for Marcus Richardson, and he's starting to extend that lead out a little bit now. Josh, you see that?
Yes, he is. He's up to 0.4 of a second.
Caution somewhere. Caution.
We have a caution. Oh no, that is Joseph Lombard going around.
Lombard Nation. Let's go back and see what happened to Joseph. All right. Let's get down on another camera angle here and see exactly what happened. All right.
We got into the wall really hard.
Oh, yes, he did. Right in front, or right beside the number 25. Is that Tyrell Baker right below him? I believe it is. No, that would be the number 21. Stephen Ray. Stephen Ray was actually below him, but he got around him. And, yeah, the 82 of Joseph Lombard got into the wall, got into the grass, tried to get it straightened out, got it back on the track, and it just would not straighten up for him. So,
oh, boy, we got a mixture of some guys coming in, some staying out. Oh, boy. Jared Darling come in, but Marcus Richardson stayed out. I think they're going to have about a 1 or 2 lap shootout. It's kind of hard to tell. Probably a 2 lap shootout.
Well, whether it be 1 or 2, Rudy, it's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, I think a 1 lap shootout. Boy, that put it. Jared Darling, Josh Robin, Eric Hall, Jonathan Metz, Elijah Gracia. A lot of these guys came to pit road. Anthony Emery, Terrell Baker. A lot of guys come in there now. If they're only going to get 1 to go, I don't know if that was a good call or not. I just don't know what to think about that. Let's get John Berry down here and talk to him.
Boss man.
John Berry, you got a copy?
Yes, I do, Rudy.
Well, John, this kind of helped you out a little bit there. Boy, a lot of guys took that chance in pitting, and I think you're only going to have a 1 lap shootout here, the way it's looking.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised not more guys came down pit road, but yeah, that all the people would stay up behind me, that's really helpful, because a lot of those guys would be so trapped. There's going to be a big wreck behind me probably, so I think I'm good where I'm at.
Well, I know it's going to be an upset in the points a little bit for next week, but unless you can stay ahead of Jared Darling, if Marcus wins, he'll close that gap a little bit, but I don't think he'll take over the points lead. But this is going to put you maybe ahead, to hold on to the points lead going into next week. What do you think about having the points lead on laps or race number 7 out of 23?
It's nice, but really it doesn't matter once we get into the chase. So it's just kind of one of those little moral victories. So I'm not. If I get points lead, that's okay. But I'm just more worried about just getting set up for a chase to get wins.
Well, you've won a race so far, so you're already locked into the chase, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And how many points do they get for winning the stage?
They get 10 regular points and 2 playoff points.
Oh, wow. So Jared, boy, he closed that gap up on you big time.
Yeah, for a reason, I'm terrible at getting the stage points now.
Well, it's going to be interesting next week to see how you guys are going to shake this out. It's going to be really close in the points. So, all right, we're going to let you go, John. Stay focused, brother, and bring home that victory today.
I'll try to and get a really good restart.
All right, brother. Good luck.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
Oh, it's going to be interesting, Rudy. 1 lap shootout for Kansas, man. Lights are out. Wow, we're going to get going. Here we go.
Yes, sir. Marcus Richardson, Femi Olat on the front row. for one lap.
Well, Rudy,
Sean Williams, Anthony Emery in the second row.
why don't you get them going for the hopefully, well, it's going to be the final restart no matter what, whether they wreck or not. So why don't you get them going, man?
All right. One lap. Who's going to come out the victor? Well, it took the whole race for Femi Olat to get back to the front after starting on the pole. But he's starting right beside Marcus Richardson, which has led 59 laps so far, as they're just about ready to take the green here. And this will do it. One lap to decide the winner for the North iRacing Series. Pace cars in. One last time.
Ready, green.
Ooh, some tire spinning going on up there.
Bunch of tire spinning.
Ooh, man.
White flag, nice and smooth.
White flag is out. And Marcus is going to extend that. Femi Olat second and Anthony Burrows third. And now the race is on for fourth, and we got guys spinning it. Oh, man. I think that's going to bring out caution. No, it won't.
Flag. They're just going to race it out.
Here goes Femi taking it to the bottom. Gets a good run on Marcus Richardson, but
flag.
it's not going to be enough. Marcus going to bring it home for the North iRacing Series here at Kansas tonight. Congratulations to Marcus.
All right.
He's racking up the wins, I can tell you that.
He sure is.
Let's see that.
I got that.
That makes win number 3 in this series out of 7 races.
Sorry about that pause, folks.
Checker flag.
I had to reset the whole slowdown for the replay thing, so we're going to pause this as he comes on the backstretch to get a good view of Marcus Richardson winning at Kansas. There's a good view right there. All right. Rudy, do you want to do the interviews?
Sure, but none of these guys are in TeamSpeak yet, so we'll have to wait till they get in here. But maybe while we're waiting for them to get in here, let's run down through the final results here real quick. What do you think?
Okay, Femi Olat is in here. He is down there in the interview room.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk with Femi real quick then.
User was moved.
Femi Olat, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, you come in second tonight there, brother. Tell me about that finish there. Was there any way that you could have got enough speed build up on that restart to get by Marcus? I know you were trying the bottom, which he was up on the high side.
No, there was no way to pass him. He had control of the restart, so he'd have pulled like 2/10 on me by the time we were even in turn 1. So I accepted defeat when the caution came out, but I was waiting to see who would pit and who wouldn't.
Well, you had, started on the pole, but it took you a long time to get to where you were at, because it was working back up through. So tell me about the battles you had to do just to get to where you were at.
Yeah, I was really annoyed because I started on the pole in the first 20 laps or something, and then I disconnected because iRacing. And I came back 1 lap down, got the stage caution, got the lucky dog, then passed about 20 cars on the first 30-lap run, and then I got back to the top 10, then had Bobby spin in front of me, which sent me all the way back to the field again. Had to come all the way back up front again, and it was pretty fun. I mean, I passed about 60 cars, I would say, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it was a lot, I know. But well, tell me about that lap you had for the pole position, man. That was like a really insane fast lap.
Thank you. I didn't even feel like it was that fast. I felt like I could have run a 45 or something. I ran a 51. But I didn't even know I was going to get the pole. I just said, I'll turn the wheel like 90 degrees and just keep my foot in it, and wherever I queue. But I guess it was a pretty good lap compared to everybody else.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, anybody you want to thank for your second place finish, Femi?
Yeah, I got to thank everybody who came to race. No, I won't call anybody out. Thank you guys for broadcasting. Thanks to John Berry for the league. Like I say, every week it's grown a lot. Also, we want to give a shout out to Terrell Baker. Out of the however many people I passed, he's the only person that made it easy, and I respect that.
Very good, very good. All right, well, we'll hope to see you back here next week at Pocono. What do you think about that?
I've had some pretty bad Pocono races on iRacing, so I hope next week goes way better than that.
I agree. All right, Femi, thanks for talking with us. Congrats on second, and we'll see what you can do next week at Pocono.
Thanks, Rudy. Thanks, Josh.
All right.
User was moved out.
All right, Josh, you want to take the winner?
Take the winner, Marcus Richardson. You got a copy, man?
Yep.
Hey, man, you pretty much dominated tonight's race. Led 61 laps. Once you got up there, you were pretty much hard to pass. What was it like racing around everybody? Being Kansas, and you pretty much have to ride that wall going around the corner.
I kind of just race the racetrack. I really don't try to race too much unless I know I'm like way faster than the guy. But you really can't really do too much, but just wait for an opportunity for them to make a mistake, and then you gotta slide up in front of them.
All right. Well, Marcus, of course, on that last caution that came out before the one to go, you opted not to pit. You probably knew there was going to be a one-lap shootout, had confidence in yourself, of course, pulled it off. What was it like knowing that the guys behind you were going to pit, not a whole lot of people did pit?
I thought more people would pit, actually, but it worked out in my favor. If it was 2 laps to go, I probably would have opted to pit. But I was kind of surprised. I figured it would be they would restart about 8th or 7th on new tires, but I guess guys wanted track position more.
All right. Well, Marcus, you come in tonight also. You lost 2 spots coming into tonight's race from last week. Of course, you're going to gain some. You're currently in 4th in points. You've got now 3 wins on the season. You are affirmatively locked into the chase. What do you think about going into Pocono next week, knowing that you already have the lock in? What's your take on Pocono?
Well, actually, it won't be. Well, first of all, I like Pocono. I think it's a really nice track. It's fun, but I won't be in the chase. Due to time constraints, I can't run in the chase. Due to other commitments, so my spot will be given up to someone else. So I'm really just racing strictly for wins.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't know. I didn't know it. Rudy, did you know that? Oh,
no.
Okay. Well, I mean, you've pretty much dominated. I mean, you dominated the race. You've got a lot of wins on iRacing, so congratulations again on that. Congratulations on your win tonight here at Kansas. Is there anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to for your win, man?
Shout out to all you guys at broadcasting and my team in the Peak Antifreeze series, One Up Motorsports, and shout out to Jared and everybody else who raced up front. It was really fun, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, Marcus. Well, thank you for your interview, man, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yep. See you.
Well, we can't interview Anthony Burrows. He was in 3rd, but congratulations to Anthony Burrows for grabbing 3rd. So that was pretty amazing. But running down through the final results, Marcus Richardson grabbing the win here tonight. Femi Olat finishing 2nd. Anthony Burrows 3rd. Sean Williams, fantastic finish for Sean. 4th place. John Berry, I do believe might be holding on to the points lead going into next week, but he finishes 5th. Jonathan Metz with another great finish for him. He finishes in 6th place. Alex Warren 7th. Will Klein, the biggest mover out there tonight, coming from 34th up to 8th. So congrats to him for picking up a lot of positions out there. Tom Mercier 9th, and Cody Miller rounds out the top 10. Josh?
Yes, sir, Rudy. Keaton Jones, who did manage to come back and finish in the 11th place after, having that, incident with not pitting and then getting taken over by a lot of people and getting into the incidents. He will finish 11th place. Tyrell Baker in 12th. Joseph Lombard, who got caught up in a caution or two, he will finish 13th. Elijah Drew, I have trouble with his last name, but Gracia. I'll get used to it sooner or later. Gracia will finish 14th. Josh Mayeu will finish 15th. James Koulibaly in 16th. Trey Gallagher in 17th. Stephen Ray in 18th. Jared Darling in 19th. And Eric Hall will finish 20th. Rudy.
Spencer Owens 21st. Anthony Emery 22nd. Aaron Smith 23rd. Tommy Gossett 24th. Josh Robin 25th, Andrew Payne 26th, Ariotti 27th, Bobby Chaney 28th, Hunter Combs 29th, Kyle Charpentier 30th, Corey Ott 31st, Colton Salick 32nd, Scott Sanderson finishing in 23rd, or 33rd, excuse me, Nick Alisi 34th, Zach Nichols 35th, and Ethan Lane, first one out of the race, he finishes 36th. So congratulations to our winner, Marcus Richardson.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that'll wrap it up here tonight here at North. We hope to see you next week for Pocono, and we will be back live tomorrow night here on MaxSpeedTV. Until then, everybody, stay safe and have a good night.